Archangel Michael says your miracle just arrived, but this is your final warning. If you ignore this, your money miracle will be taken back. This is not a scare tactic, it is the truth from heaven. The divine clock has been counting down, and now the hour has struck. This is the moment where destiny and decision meet. You have been crying out for breakthrough, asking God to open the floodgates, and I am telling you, those gates have swung open. The blessing has been released. It is here. It is hovering over your life, waiting for you to take hold of it. But you must act before tonight at 7 p.m. Delay is dangerous. Complacency will cost you. This is not the time to say, "I'll think about it tomorrow." Heaven is shouting, now. God says you have been faithful even in little things, even when it felt like no one noticed. You have chosen honesty when others took shortcuts. You have given when you had very little. You have prayed when your strength was almost gone. You have kept going when your spirit was weary. And now, the seeds you planted, both seen and unseen, are about to sprout into an abundant harvest. But this harvest is time-sensitive. Just as rain must be gathered before the flood washes it away, your miracle must be embraced before the enemy tries to intercept it. Archangel Michael stands beside you right now with his sword raised in defense. He says your money miracle is not just about financial gain, it is a sign, a proof that God's hand is upon your life. This is about restoration, repayment, and the fulfillment of promises you thought had been delayed forever. The enemy has already seen what's being poured out over you, and he is restless, pacing like a thief in the night, looking for a way to snatch what is yours. But he cannot take it if you stand and receive it by faith before this divine deadline. Do you understand what is at stake? This is not just money, this is freedom. Freedom from cycles of lack. Freedom from constant worry. Freedom from debt that tries to choke your joy. Freedom from feeling like you're always one step behind. This miracle is the key that unlocks not just your financial breakthrough, but a whole new chapter of your life. God is opening streams in the desert. He is releasing opportunities you could never earn on your own. He is placing your name on the hearts of people who have the power to bless you. Even now, someone is being stirred to help you, to give to you, to open a door for you. But listen to the urgency in my voice. Heaven does not speak without purpose. If you dismiss this, you will not just delay the blessing, you will risk losing the current of favor that is moving over you right now. Think of the children of Israel. When manna fell from heaven, it had to be gathered that day. If they waited, it spoiled. Your miracle is fresh. It is alive. It is perfect for this season. If you push it away with doubt, with fear, with hesitation, you may close the very window that God Himself opened. God says, I have seen the struggle. I have counted the nights you went without. I have felt the weight you carried in silence. I have seen the moments you gave even when you were in need yourself. And I have said in my heart, this is my child, and I will bless them. This is why your money miracle is arriving now. Not next month. Not next year. Now. But I will not force you to receive it. Faith is a choice. Action is a choice. Trust is a choice. And today, you must choose before the sun sets. Archangel Michael says your enemies have been waiting to see you fail. They've been whispering that your prayers are useless. They've been expecting you to stay in the same place, stuck and small. But when you receive this miracle, their words will be silenced. Your testimony will not just be a private joy, it will be a public declaration that God is still the God of sudden blessings. People will say, "How did this happen for you?" And you will say, "It was the hand of God." Right now, I see chains breaking in the spiritual realm. The chains of limitation that have kept you bound financially are snapping. The closed doors are swinging open. Contracts are being signed with your name. Unexpected checks are on their way. Hidden treasures are being uncovered. You thought it would take years, but I tell you, it will happen in days. Because the supernatural doesn't move by earthly timelines. Heaven's economy is not bound by recessions or shortages. When I say abundance is yours, nothing in the world can stop it, except unbelief. This is why the warning is so strong. If you ignore this, you are not just ignoring a message, you are turning away from the very answer you have been asking for. Do not say, "Maybe later." Later is too late. The enemy thrives on hesitation. He knows that if he can get you to put it off, the blessing will pass by. That is why this word comes with a specific time. Tonight at 7 p.m. It is not a random hour. It is the moment heaven has appointed for the sealing of this miracle in your life. I know your heart beats faster as you read this. That is your spirit recognizing truth. That is the Spirit of God stirring you to action. You have asked for confirmation, this is it. This is the sign you needed. Heaven is not speaking in riddles today. The message is plain, your miracle is here, take it now. God says, do not be afraid of the size of the blessing. Do not question whether you deserve it. I am giving it to you not because you earned it perfectly, but because you are my child and I delight in blessing you. I am giving it to you as a sign that your season of struggle is ending. I am giving it to you so you can be a blessing to others. Your hands will no longer be empty. You will give and not worry about lack. You will help others without fearing your own needs. You will walk into a freedom that feels like breathing for the first time. This money miracle will not only change your circumstances, it will change your mindset. No longer will you live expecting just enough. You will begin to expect overflow. You will begin to expect the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. You will see that I am not a God of scraps, but a God of abundance. Archangel Michael stands ready to deliver the final sealing of this blessing. But you must meet heaven in faith. You must take the steps God places before you today. Do not wait. Do not doubt. Do not overthink. Trust and act. Because when the clock strikes 7 p.m. tonight, what is sealed will remain sealed, and what is rejected will be released to another. I say again, your miracle just arrived. This is your final warning. Receive it now. Step into it. Pray over it. Claim it. Thank God for it before you even see it with your natural eyes. Heaven is waiting for your yes. God will be with you. Rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You are covered. You are protected. You are loved. Just trust God and pray to Him. This is the moment. This is the hour. The windows of heaven are open. Take what is yours. And watch how quickly your life changes. My beloved child, listen carefully, because the words you are about to hear are not from man, they are not random, they are not accidental. They are carved in the light of heaven, sealed with the authority of the Most High, and delivered to you through the hands of Archangel Michael himself. You must not take this lightly. You must not dismiss it as coincidence. This is the one moment in your life where ignoring a message could cost you not just an opportunity, but the very miracle you have been crying for in your prayers, in your sleepless nights, in the silent groans of your heart that no one else knew but me. I, the Lord your God, have heard you. I have seen your tears fall into the unseen soil of the spiritual realm, and those tears have grown into a seed that is ready to burst forth as a mighty harvest. But this harvest, my child, is not something you can postpone, not something you can delay, because the gates of this blessing are open now, and they will close when the clock strikes tonight at 7 p.m. This is not an arbitrary time, but a divine deadline set by my own decree, for the forces of heaven are aligned, and the window for your money miracle is in motion. Archangel Michael stands before me right now, his sword glowing like fire, his wings spread wide over your name. He is not calm, he is pacing, he is looking to me, and he is asking, Father, will they listen this time? Will they act? Or will the miracle be taken back? And I tell him, deliver the message one more time. This is their final warning. My child, final does not mean maybe. Final means this is the last moment you will be given before the angels close the ledger of this season and move on to someone else who is ready. Do you understand the gravity? Your name is written on the miracle document. Your account in the spiritual bank has already been credited with this blessing, and yet, if you stand still, if you delay, if you treat this casually, it will be reassigned. And you will look back with a heaviness that will make you wish you could return to this very second and choose differently. This is why I am pressing on you now, with the fire of heaven in these words, to open your spirit, to listen without distraction, to believe without question. The money miracle is already on the earth. It is not coming next year. It is not coming someday. It is here. Michael has it in his hands. He has walked from the throne room with it. He has stood guard over it to protect it from the thieves, from the demons of delay, from the hands of those who wish to steal your portion. This is why you have felt a strange stirring in your heart today, why you have been sensing something heavy in the air, as if the atmosphere itself is waiting for you to make a move. It is because heaven is literally holding its breath to see what you will do before 7 p.m. tonight. Child, I see you. I see the years you have struggled, the times you gave when it hurt to give, the nights you prayed when everyone else slept, the moments you thought I was silent but I was moving things you could not see. I have seen when others took advantage of your kindness. I have seen the betrayal, the false promises, the deals that never happened, the money you were owed that never reached your hands. And I say to you now, this is the moment when the tide turns. But the tide will not wait forever. I have appointed this hour, I have aligned the angelic hosts, I have commanded that the funds, the contracts, the opportunities tied to your name be released. But the enemy is also aware of the time. He has sent his own messengers, his own whispers, to try to make you doubt, to make you push this away, to tell you it's nothing. And if you believe him, if you let that lie settle in your heart, the gates will close. That is why this message has come directly to you in this moment, not to your neighbor, not to your friend, but to you, because your name is on this miracle. Michael says you have already been given signs. In the last 24 hours, something happened that you may not have even realized was a confirmation, a sudden thought, a number you kept seeing, a dream that felt unusually vivid, an unexpected name crossing your mind. These were not random. These were heaven's way of telling you, the package is here. And yet, you still have to open the door. Imagine a courier standing outside your home with the most valuable package you have ever received, but you refuse to open the door. Would the courier wait forever? No, they would leave, and someone else would sign for it. This is exactly what is at stake right now in the Spirit. Do not think that because I am God I will force this on you. I gave you free will, and I respect your choices. But I also set times and seasons, and when the appointed time ends, the season closes. If you knew the way angels have been fighting for this to reach you, the battles they have waged in realms you cannot see, you would not hesitate. Michael himself has stood between you and forces that would have destroyed your finances, your opportunities, your reputation. He has drawn his sword against spiritual thieves who tried to take this before it ever reached you. But even Michael cannot override your inaction. That is why he is so urgent now. That is why his voice is trembling when he says, "Tell them this is the final warning." If they ignore it, the miracle will be taken back. My beloved, there is a reason why the time is 7 p.m. At that hour, a transaction in the Spirit will be finalized. The ledger of this day will be signed off in heaven. Either your name will be next to the released funds, or it will be crossed out and given to someone else. I do not say this to scare you, but to awaken you. You have prayed for a shift. This is it. You have asked for a sign. This is it. You have begged me for help. This is it. And now, the choice is yours. Michael says there is a unique amount attached to this miracle, a sum that will not just meet your needs but overflow, enough to clear debts, to open doors, to fund the dream you thought was lost. It will come in ways you could not predict, a sudden payment released, a forgotten investment surfacing, a job offer beyond your qualifications, a legal case ending in your favor, a person suddenly feeling led to bless you. But these things will only align if you respond now. The chain of events is ready to fall like dominoes, but the first push must come from you before tonight. Do not be the one who hears this and says, "I'll think about it tomorrow." Tomorrow will be too late. Do not be the one who says, "If it's meant to be, it will happen anyway." That is a lie the enemy wants you to believe so you will stay passive. Faith is not passive, faith acts. Faith hears and moves. Faith receives when the door is open. And the door is wide open right now, but it will shut when the clock reaches the appointed hour. I, the Lord, do not bluff. When I say it is final, it is final. Michael is still standing here, but he keeps looking toward the gates, as if ready to leave. He has the miracle in his hands, a scroll sealed with your name, but if you do not receive it, he will have to return it to the treasury of heaven. He does not want to. He is pleading with you in the Spirit even as you read these words. Do not let them take this back. Do not let this be lost. This is the moment they have been waiting for their entire life. My beloved child, listen with the deepest part of your spirit, for this is not an ordinary moment and these are not ordinary words. I, the Lord your God, speak to you through the mighty Archangel Michael, and I command your heart to be still enough to hear the sound of heaven's alarm. For this is your final warning before the door to your miracle closes and what I have placed in your path is taken away. Do not let these words pass you by like the wind that brushes your skin and disappears, for they are the breath of life, the voice that has the power to shift your destiny forever. Archangel Michael stands before you now, holding in his hand a golden envelope sealed with the seal of heaven, and within it is the decree of your money miracle, the one that you have prayed for in nights of tears, the one you have cried out for when you thought no one was listening. But hear me, child, if you ignore this call, if you delay, if you turn your face away, it will be taken from you before tonight's sun sets. Do you understand the weight of this moment? I am the Alpha and the Omega, the one who created the universe, the one who placed the stars in their positions and told the seas where to stop, and I have spoken over your life that a transfer of abundance is to take place. The treasury of heaven has already been opened on your behalf, the scroll has been written with your name on it, and the angels have been sent to deliver it. But you are now at the hour of decision, the moment where obedience will either unlock what has been prepared or hesitation will close the door. Archangel Michael is not speaking lightly when he says this is your final warning. His voice is steady, his sword is drawn, not to harm you, but to cut through every chain that has kept your blessing delayed. Yet he will not force you to receive what is yours. You must choose, for your choice will either crown you or strip you of this miracle. Child, I have seen your struggles. I have watched as you counted coins in your hand, wondering how you would make them last until the end of the week. I have heard the sighs you released into your pillow at night when you thought no one heard, and I have seen the times you smiled on the outside while trembling on the inside. And because I am your Father who loves you beyond measure, I have orchestrated something that will break the cycle of lack over your life. The miracle is here. The paperwork of heaven is already stamped and signed. But know this, miracles are released into the earth in appointed times, and if they are not received in the moment they are sent, they can pass to another who is ready to act. I do not say this to scare you, but to awaken you, for the enemy is prowling even now, hoping that you will hesitate long enough for him to snatch what I have sent. Archangel Michael leans close to you now, his presence both fierce and comforting. His eyes, like fire, search your soul, and he says to you with urgency that cannot be overstated, your miracle just arrived, but this is your final warning. If you ignore this, your money miracle will be taken back. Don't delay. Open it before tonight 7 p.m. The tone in his voice is not casual, for he knows the hour. He sees in the realm of the Spirit the forces gathering to intercept this blessing if you do not act. He knows that what has been released is rare, precious, and targeted specifically for you, and that if you hesitate, the spiritual window will close, and heaven will not reopen it until the appointed season far ahead. This is not to bring fear but to awaken reverence for the moment you are in. In the courts of heaven, the case concerning your finances has already been argued and won. The accusations of the enemy, that you are unworthy, that you have failed too many times, that you have no right to abundance, have been overruled by the blood of my Son, Jesus. The gavel has come down in your favor. The transfer of wealth is not a possibility, it is a decree. And yet, the decree must be enacted through your alignment, your readiness, your obedience. Think not that miracles fall into the laps of those who sleep while heaven calls. Miracles are for the alert, for those who hear and move when I speak. That is why Archangel Michael's voice is trembling with holy urgency, because he knows how close you are to missing what is already yours. Even now, I see the vision before me, a table prepared in the presence of your enemies. On this table is a chest overflowing with gold coins, legal documents, keys, and contracts, everything you have asked me for in your prayers and more than you dared to imagine. The chest is labeled with your name, engraved by my hand, and beside it stands an angel ready to hand it to you. But there is also a shadow lurking nearby, waiting to step forward the moment you turn away, the moment you say, "I'll deal with this later." That shadow is the spirit of delay, and it has robbed you before. It will rob you again if you do not move now. My beloved, I am calling you into action. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Before tonight at 7 p.m. There is something in this hour, a divine appointment written into the fabric of time, that requires your response. If you obey, the miracle will not just be preserved for you, but it will multiply. What I release tonight will have the power to cancel debts, open doors, and bring unexpected streams of income that will shock even those who doubted you. You will not have to beg, borrow, or ask. Your miracle has already arrived, and yet heaven is watching closely to see what you will do next. You have been praying, waiting, crying, and believing for this moment, but I must tell you the truth, this is your final warning. This is not a casual message, not a gentle suggestion, not something you can set aside to think about later. If you delay, if you ignore this, if you dismiss it as coincidence, your money miracle, the very financial breakthrough you have been asking for, the one that has already been released into your atmosphere, can be taken back. I do not say this to scare you, but to awaken you. Time is moving faster than you realize. The heavens have set a clock on this miracle, and you are being told to open it before tonight at 7 p.m. God is with you. Heaven has already prepared the path. The angels have surrounded your home. Archangel Michael himself is guarding what belongs to you, but you must receive it with obedience and faith. You have cried out in the midnight hour, asking God why others seem to prosper while you struggle. You have whispered into the darkness, asking if He hears you. He does. Every word, every sigh, every silent tear. This is why the miracle has come now, not because you forced it, not because you manipulated circumstances, but because heaven saw your endurance. But hear me, miracles require action. A blessing ignored is a blessing forfeited. This is not the kind of gift that lingers at your doorstep forever. This is a miracle with an appointed time. The hour is already running, and as the hands of the clock move closer to 7 p.m. tonight, the urgency grows in the heavens. Archangel Michael is not smiling in this moment. His eyes are sharp, scanning, making sure nothing and no one interferes with what God has set in motion for you. He has fought battles in the unseen realm to ensure this miracle reached you. Demons of lack, spirits of delay, and enemies in the spirit realm tried to block it. Contracts were being made against your prosperity in darkness, but Michael cut through them with his flaming sword. And now, finally, it is here. But a miracle is not just an event. It is a test of alignment. It asks, will you trust God enough to take hold of what He has given you? The enemy knows the rules. If you do nothing, if you treat this as an unimportant moment, he can legally reclaim what was meant for you. The adversary will not need to touch your bank account. He will simply watch as opportunities slip by, doors close, and the joy of your breakthrough fades before it even blooms. That is why this warning is being spoken so clearly now. This is your moment to act, to receive, to honor what God has done. God says, I have never failed you, and I will not fail you now. The fear that rises in your heart is not from me. I did not give you the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Your finances have been under attack because your destiny is greater than you think. The enemy is not afraid of your past, he is terrified of your future. That is why he tried to keep you in cycles of lack, of barely enough, of constant survival. But I am the God of more than enough. I am the one who turns loaves and fishes into feasts. I am the one who brings water from rocks. I am the one who causes oil to overflow until debts are paid and vessels run out. Do you think I have brought you this far to abandon you now? No, my child. I have brought you here for such a time as this. The heavens are open over you right now. The blessing is in the atmosphere. If you could see with spiritual eyes, you would see angels carrying bags of provision, contracts in your favor, checks in envelopes, unexpected deposits, and divine opportunities being handed down toward you. But blessings can hover without landing if you do not open your hands to receive them. That is why the command is urgent, open this before tonight 7 p.m. Take the step. Declare your readiness. Invite the miracle in. Do not overthink. Do not allow doubt to steal what is already yours. Archangel Michael says, I have stood beside you in the unseen battles. I have shielded you when you did not even know you were under attack. I have gone ahead of you to remove traps and block the plans of those who wished you harm. I have seen the schemes formed against your finances, and I have torn them apart. I have fought to ensure that you would have the freedom to live without the chains of debt and poverty. But now, my role is to guard what God has given until you claim it. I cannot make the decision for you, you must take it. You must choose to believe that this is your appointed time. This miracle is not random. It is the direct result of every prayer you thought went unanswered. It is the harvest from every seed you planted, every good deed you did without recognition, every moment you gave when you had little. God keeps records. He saw when you shared what you had with someone in need. He saw when you turned down dishonest gain, even though it would have made life easier. He saw when you walked away from opportunities that would have compromised your soul. Those choices were not in vain, they were investments in heaven's economy. And now heaven is paying you back with interest. Do not let the enemy convince you that this is too good to be true. That thought is poison to your spirit. It is exactly what keeps so many people from walking into their blessings. They disqualify themselves in their minds before they even receive what is theirs. You are not disqualified. You are not too late. You have not missed it. You are not too flawed. You are not too broken. God delights in blessing those the world overlooked. This is your time to be lifted, not because of luck, but because of divine appointment. I must tell you this truth: miracles often come disguised as small moments of obedience. This is why so many miss them. They expect thunder and lightning, but God often whispers. They expect a public display, but God moves in private. Tonight's deadline is not about fear, it is about obedience. It is about showing the heavens that when God speaks, you listen without hesitation. The miracle has already been assigned to you. The only question is whether you will open the door before 7 p.m. Imagine what it will feel like when this burden is gone, when the constant worry about bills, the endless stress over money, the feeling of being trapped finally ends. Imagine what it will feel like to have more than enough, to bless others without hesitation, to step into your calling without financial chains holding you back. That is what is waiting on the other side of your obedience. That is why the warning is so clear: if you ignore this, your money miracle will be taken back, not as punishment, but because miracles are meant to flow, and if you do not receive it, heaven will give it to someone who will. You are not reading these words by chance. The Spirit of God has drawn you here because your name is on this blessing. It has been carved into the scroll of your destiny. Heaven has already stamped it with approval. The only thing left is for you to say yes, to align yourself, to open the way for it to land in your life. God says, do not worry about how. I am the God of how. Your job is to believe. Your job is to prepare. Make room in your life for what I am sending. Clear out the space in your mind that doubt has been occupying. Clear out the space in your heart where fear has been sitting. Invite me fully into your finances. Speak life over your money. Speak abundance over your future. Speak blessing over your family. And watch what I will do. Archangel Michael adds, I am stationed at the gates of your blessing. I will not let the enemy take it before the appointed time. But the gates will not stay open forever. The clock is ticking. The moment is now. This is your final warning because heaven wants you to succeed. Heaven wants you to have peace. Heaven wants you to have provision. But heaven will not force it upon you, you must reach out and take it. There is a peace flowing now as you read these words, and that is not by accident. It is the reassurance of God's presence, reminding you that nothing will go wrong when you trust Him. You are safe in His hands. Even if the road has been rough, even if the losses have been heavy, you are still here because you were meant to receive this moment. God's plans for you are good. His will for you is abundance, not scarcity. His desire is that you live without the constant heaviness that has been pressing on your chest for so long. So hear me again, your miracle has arrived. It is here, hovering, waiting for your yes. But you have until tonight at 7 p.m. to receive it. After that, the window closes, and the opportunity will pass. I say this not to frighten you, but to save you from regret. Many have missed their moment because they thought they had more time. Do not be one of them. Trust God. Pray. Act. Believe. And watch your life transform. Archangel Michael says your miracle just arrived. Heaven has released it into your life, but this is your final warning. If you ignore this, if you turn away from the message being spoken into your spirit right now, the financial miracle that has been prepared for you will be taken back. It is not to frighten you, but to awaken you. This is a divine appointment, and divine appointments do not wait for human hesitation. You have been waiting, praying, crying, and wondering if God heard you. He did. Not only did He hear you, but He has already acted. The answer has been sent. The provision has been released. The money you have been asking for is already in motion toward you. But heaven requires your agreement, your obedience, and your faith. This is not the moment to doubt. This is not the moment to delay. You must open your heart, your spirit, and your mind to receive before tonight at 7 p.m. I, the Lord your God, am telling you that the heavens have opened over you. The chains that held your finances, the blockages that made it feel like every time you took one step forward you were pushed 3 steps back, those chains are breaking now. This is not a slow blessing. This is not a trickle. This is a flood. The miracle that has just arrived is bigger than what you asked for. It is a restoration of everything that was stolen from you, money, opportunities, resources, and even relationships that were tied to your provision. You thought it was gone forever, but I, your God, have stored it in my heavenly vault. And now, at my command, the angels have been dispatched to release it into your hands. Archangel Michael stands guard over this release. He is not just delivering the message, he is protecting what is coming to you. This is why you must act. This is why you must not delay. You are at the edge of a divine deadline. If you treat this moment casually, you risk forfeiting what is yours. This is not because I wish to punish you, but because miracles operate on the timing of heaven. The window is open now, but it will not stay open forever. At 7 p.m. tonight, the shift will be complete, and I want you on the side of victory. You have been through so much. I have seen you scraping for coins when you should have been counting stacks of blessings. I have seen you giving generously even when you barely had enough for yourself. I have seen you quietly helping others while your own needs went unmet. I have seen the nights when you were too tired to pray, but your heart still whispered my name. I have seen the faith you carried when others mocked you for believing. And now, I am rewarding you. But the reward is tied to your willingness to open your spiritual hands and receive. You cannot receive with closed fists. You cannot receive if you keep holding on to fear, worry, and doubt. Your enemy wanted you to believe that your financial breakthrough would never happen. He wanted you to think that your prayers were pointless. He wanted you to get so tired of waiting that you stopped expecting. But I have been working behind the scenes in ways you cannot imagine. I have touched the hearts of people you have never met, people who have the power to release what you need. I have positioned you for opportunities you didn't even know were being prepared. I have arranged circumstances so that everything falls into place for your benefit. And now, the final piece is in place. Your miracle is here. But hear me clearly, miracles are not meant to be stored away in the clouds. They are meant to manifest in your life. And manifestation requires your yes. It requires your action. It requires your faith to rise above the noise of your doubt. Archangel Michael says, "Do not ignore this. Do not think you have more time than you do. This is the moment to declare, I receive my miracle now. This is the moment to release every fear and embrace what heaven has given. If you turn away from this word, the blessing will return to heaven's storehouse, waiting for someone else whose heart is ready. I do not want that for you. I want you to walk in the fullness of what I have prepared. You are safe. You are covered. Nothing will go wrong for you as you step into this. You do not need to fear that accepting your blessing will bring loss somewhere else. That is the lie the enemy whispers, that you cannot have abundance without sacrifice that hurts you. But I, your God, give blessings that add no sorrow. What I release into your life will not harm you. It will not destroy you. It will build you. It will strengthen you. It will establish you in ways that will make people marvel at my goodness. The money miracle you are about to receive is not just to meet your needs, it is to overflow into the lives of others. It will make you a testimony. It will make you a lighthouse to those still trapped in storms. This is not random. This is not luck. This is divine order. It is the result of your faith, your perseverance, and your trust in me. Even when you doubted, you still clung to me. Even when you were frustrated, you still sought me. That is why I am blessing you now. That is why this miracle has been assigned to your name. And I am telling you plainly, your name is on it. No one can steal it from you. No one can claim it unless you yourself reject it by inaction or disbelief. That is why Michael is delivering this warning with urgency. Heaven knows the distractions that will try to come between you and this word today. Someone may try to discourage you. Something may happen that pulls your focus away. But you must stay alert. You must guard your spirit. You must not miss this. At 7 p.m. tonight, a shift will occur. For those who have received in faith, the release will be unstoppable. For those who delay or doubt, the opportunity will close, and it will not return in the same form. I am not telling you this to cause fear. I am telling you so you will be ready. So you will be in position. So you will not look back in regret wondering why you didn't move when heaven spoke. I have prepared this moment with precision. It is for you, and it is now. You have prayed, God, just give me one sign. This is your sign. You have asked, God, when will it happen? The answer is, it's happening now. You have begged me, God, I can't do this anymore unless something changes. This is the change. This is the turning point. This is the hour where everything begins to shift. Do not wait for another confirmation. Do not ask for another sign. This is it. This is the moment you have been waiting for. And I will be with you through it all. I will guide you on what to do with this blessing. I will give you wisdom so you do not waste it. I will protect it from the devourer. I will multiply it so that it becomes a foundation for your future and a source of blessing for others. You will see debts erased. You will see unexpected checks arrive. You will see doors